he got that range. But
Jordan, bro, have you seen his numbers, bro? Jordan Poole, man, the Warriors were masking whatever he was doing in Golden State, bro, because the
you
man
said
got sent to the.
they were trying to like dim his shine, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, no, I'm saying like they were masking his weaknesses, like because like on the
Oh,
Washington Wizards, he's getting exposed, bro. Like he's
yeah.
he's he's playing he's playing off the bench now. Like I think he's like shooting horrible from three. He's shooting horrible from the field, and it's like what? And I remember everybody before the season started was like, "Oh, this guy's dropping 30 points a game, 25 points a game, a la Bradley Beal." Like you said, he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're in
yeah.
Washington, no expectations, like just shoot the ball,
Yeah.
whatever. But
I don't know, man. I think it's a mental thing with him because, man, like I watched Jordan Poole when Golden State was, in the dumps, when Clay and Steph were hurt, Draymond was out, like all three of them were hurt, and like Golden State was just doodling. They're just like it was just garbage minutes from first quarter kind of thing. And Jordan Poole back when he had the dreads and stuff, right? And
jeez,
he grew, like I watched him kind of grow into I think he's a really good player. I think he's just going through a lot of mental things right now in terms of my championship team just dashed me to the curb like that. The NBA life is a hard life to live, bro. I'm telling you. And if you're
it
not
is.
mentally prepared for it, like it could just derail you, right? I think that's kind of what's happening to him because if he was put in a good position and he was beloved again, and it kind of sucks. It's almost like he needs the ego push to do egotistical things, but
Yeah.
when he was there, man, he was doing good. I think there was a little shade thrown at him because internally, because mind you, he did have his faults. I get that he was young, immature, all those things, but they were kind of hating on him too, bro. They
I don't
were
think it was
kind
hate,
of
bro. I don't think it was hate.
hating on him.
Bro, I just think it was like from a basketball perspective. I think this Warriors looked at it like we need a ball handler. They're kind of like similar to as like maybe not on the same level, but maybe as Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. Jordan Poole and Steph Curry do the same thing. They do the
Yeah,
same thing. They do the same
yeah,
thing. And the problem is that Jordan Poole doesn't do it efficiently enough, and he doesn't play
yeah,
defense. So
yeah,
that's why they went and got a 30. How old is Chris Paul? Like 36, 37 or something like that?
yeah,
That's why they got a Chris Paul because
mm,
he's more of a playmaker. He does
yeah,
he does he does little things that Steph Curry can't do or maybe
yeah,
shouldn't do just because he's doing other things. So I don't think it's hate. I don't. I think if Jordan Poole was literally a good piece for the Golden State Warriors to win, I think they would hold on to him. But
mm,
bro, look at the numbers. I don't think he doesn't shoot that well from
yeah,
three. He doesn't shoot that well from the field. You know what I'm trying to say? I get it. There's highlights of him, shooting from deep and doing all these things, and it's like, oh my God, he's Steph Curry in the flesh. But the numbers don't support that. They don't support
mm,
that at all. And like, if he's not gonna be a facilitator, if he's not gonna play defense, why are you here? Like,
yeah,
like you're not
yeah.
helping
He
them.
wasn't doing the things that they needed him to do for sure.
Right.
I just think that for him, it really starts in his head how he plays because I think he's still a valuable piece if he just gets his mind right. Because those things would have got better. Like imagine if he did just become a little bit more efficient and he just got smarter and took better shots, even if that meant just taking less in the beginning to the point where like you just get better. You're only taking smart shots and increase it based on the amount of smart shots that you take. If you take 20 smart shots a game, then we're cool with you, rather than you taking 15 dumb shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I think like as long as they were smart, like it was really just his IQ. I think they could have sat him down and I mean they tried,
They
they
definitely
definitely
tried.
tried. They gave him time too, but I think even from those initial conversations, it started to get worse and worse. Like you know what I mean? Like and then the ego kicked in. So there's a lot when it comes to. I'm telling you, these scouts they look at a lot of things when they're drafting players because they want to see where you're coming from, how you grew up, what kind of mentality you have. And he had the skill. He just didn't have the mind to propel those skills even further. I think he definitely did hit that ceiling, and it was covered by a lot of the championship or attributes and characteristics that they already had. And he'd just come in and have his flashes, and then it'd make it look even better. Sure, for sure. But
Definitely
damn,
overpaid.
man.
Definitely
He got
overpaid.
kicked to the curb, man. How much years do you think he has in the league?
Oh, I mean, he just signed a contract, so I mean, he's going to be here for the next few years. He's going to be here for the next few years. Nobody's going to buy out that big contract.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he has his contract now to kind of prove that he is a guy because, bro, if you're on the Golden State Warriors, whose offense has been copycatted by the rest of the league, and you can't thrive in their system, where
Yeah.
else are you gonna thrive? Where
Yeah.
else are you gonna thrive? Right? Like
Yeah. That's
Golden State
crazy.
preaches ball movement, cutting, and all these things. So, like, if you go to a team like Washington Wizards, so he's played on both. He's played on both sides. He's played on a team that preaches ball movement and everything like that. Then he's played on a team where it's stagnant offense, where there's nobody there, where it's like my turn, your turn, whatever. And
Yeah.
both situations,
Messing
they're
them
not.
both up, huh?
So, he may need to call. He may need to call some like a point guard, a shooting guard, and be like, yo, how am I gonna be a better player, or how am I gonna fit
Yeah.
an NBA team better? Because if not, he's out. You
Yeah.
mentioned Joe Harris earlier, bro. Joe Harris is on the bench on the Detroit Pistons. Why? Because he's not shooting from three anymore, bro. He's not hitting those threes anymore.
Yeah.
He's not as efficient. So these guys, the league, there's so many talented basketball players now that you can't be lackluster. Like as you suggested, you can't be lackluster because there's guys in the G League right now that are decent enough because that's where he came from.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole came from the G League. They saw him in the G League. They're like, all right, let's bring him onto the main roster so he can help us win. So like there's no guaranteed spots in the NBA. Like if you're not helping a team out in a year or two, you gotta go, bro. I'm sorry, but
Yeah. Yeah.